you all doing? Welcome, welcome back. Thanks a lot for all the support on my motion videos. That's great. So I can pretty much do whatever I put my mind to in motion. So if anybody needs anything or help with anything in motion, just please drop me any questions. But this one's going to be Pixelmator. A lot of people ask me a lot of questions about Pixelmator because I do a few tutorials. So what I thought I'd do, I'd make sort of a logo pack, a giveaway pack of the most common things that I use. I know people do it at a certain subscribe, but I'm not into all that crap. I don't care about that. So I'll run you through. I'll put some gradients in because I'll put like this. I've put this gradients pack together, this one here, and there's 14 gradients in total. People always ask me about sort of metal looking gradients. So yeah, we've got metal looking gradients there. Look, some different type style metal looking gradients. So yeah, I've put a few together. I've put some blues as well, some nice blues that you can use, and if you just use them in different ways, you can make different effects. Like I use this one to make the flares and all that good stuff, and if you use them radial, you've got nice gradient colors, or linear, or angled gradients, whatever you want to do. But so yeah, the gradients are there, sort of a rainbow one as well. The gradients are there if you want them, and simple. All you do with the gradients is take the folder, and you can either double click on it and it'll open Pixelmator and the gradient will be there, or drag and drop it onto your gradients toolbar. Right, so that's so you'll have your gradients. Remove this. You'll have your gradients there, and all you do is drag and drop it onto here like that. Wait till you get the plus sign, and I'll have that gradient there. So yeah. So that's as simple as it is with the gradients. Either double click them or just drag and drop them. Okay, I've put this other pack together. Let me delete that. Right, what I've done here, I've put this sort of nice, cool pack together for you of backgrounds and patterns. Now, let me tell you something about Pixelmator that I see a lot of people mess up with quite a lot. Right, if you look here, these tiles. So these tiles on these two here are blank, just sort of black with a light. Like a light field coming through them, or a light reflective sort of view looking on them. And the reason for that is nothing inside it is selected. That's what that means. This one, on the other hand, has got something inside it selected. Look, so it's got a tick. So if I deselect it all, you will get a blank placeholder right there. So it just shows you that you've got something selected within that group, because these would be closed and you wouldn't know. It would be a group. So if I then turn on the group, this is the sort of view that I'll get the layer that's got something selected. So that's all that is if you've got something selected in the group. Okay, so the backgrounds, right? So I'll open the backgrounds, and first and foremost, the top level of each one, you have to have the group on in order to view anything. So that was the one that was viewable, right, or the one that was seen. And we'll get rid of them patterns as well. So here's backgrounds and patterns. Sort of got brick one and textures, and you can do a lot of things with these. Leather ones, there's lots, there's and these, I've not made all these. Some of them I've made, but I've not made all these myself. They are just from common used sort of things that I found is quite common. And then we've got some patterns at the back end, right? So with this, the patterns is within the backgrounds. So if I turned this top level off, the patterns would turn off. So I have to have both top levels turned on, and then I open up the patterns, and the patterns are just sort of hatched tool things within the patterns that a lot of people use for YouTube backgrounds and all that good stuff. And then we've got lights and flares. Let's turn the backgrounds on. So I'm going to turn the lights and flares on at the top level. Now the lights and flares with what's this here? What's going on here? So that's a flare. So we'll drag that into flares, right? So we've got lights and flares. Within the lights and flares, we've got lights, flares, and sparks. If I wanted to view a flare, I'd have to turn lights and flares and the flare on, and then just look through the flares, turn them on and off, and but you get the idea. And then we've got a particles pack, and it's just got like different particles. Look, so yeah, you get the idea of that. And then the sparks pack. Turn the particles off, lights and flares, turn the particles off. And there's different sparks and all that good stuff. So yeah, they are there as well, right? So yeah, I'm sure you'll find use for them. And the good thing about it is they're free, so that's even better, I've also made I use a lot of brushes And I think brushes are a good shortcut to everything. So I make a lot of brush logos. So I'll put this logo pack in, and I'll show you the way to find it in a minute. But you don't really need to find it. All you need to do is, I will have the file, and it will be on your desktop like this, but it will be called the 13th sort of brushes, 13th logo brushes pack, whatever I've called it. And all you need to do is drag and drop it to there. It won't at the moment because that's a gradient clearly, but that's pretty much what it will be, drag and drop it to there. And yeah, with the brushes, so I've done like the most commonly used things. Select your brush tool, select your size, and then there you go. That's do control Z that. Let me change the colour to a Twitterish colour. So that's a Twitter type colour. And if you're not happy, so I sort of put a light flare in it, then you just highlight the material and colour it whatever colour you want. You know, with a gradient or a fill. Yeah, whatever colour you want. So that's what it ends up like. Yeah. So. And yeah, you know, you've got Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, and it's the same sort of reoccurring thing. Select your brush tool, or YouTube, and change the size of YouTube. Just keep clicking them all over the place. Even down to MTV, and I try and sort of group them. You know, Internet Explorer. What else we've got in there? We've got Firefox, we've got Machinima, so there's a few gaming networks. Android and Apple. Black better or darker grey. You've got Nike and Adidas in there. You've got some Xbox and PlayStation. A few gaming ones. I don't even know what that is. Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, GTA. Got some flags in there. Got some computer type based things in there. So all you do is just use them as brushes. That video, okay, graphics, Alienware, yeah, there's Steam, there's all sorts of stuff in there. So yeah, just have a look through there, and obviously you've got my logo as well. So yeah, have a look through there, and that's the graphics pack. I hope it is to your liking. If you want anything added, I think my sort of next graphics pack giveaway will probably do a few Motion 5 sort of templates. Like the creepy corridor template, and I'll do a few templates anyway that you can use and you can mess about with. So yeah, anyway, there you go. Share it around and share the love. Thanks a lot for watching. Catch you all later. Bye.